I do have some strikeout props in that game. Carlos Rodon, my favorite way to play this game, under 5.5 Ks. I got this at plus 110. I saw this at minus 120. I'd still take it, but I got plus 110 this morning. And you could go to Pickett Sports and you could see that I did get plus 110. I'm not lying. Carlos Rodon has faced 3 low K rate teams this year. He had 5 against Arizona, 5 against San Diego, and 5 against the Mets. Those were all home games for Rodon at Yankee Stadium. This is Rodon's first game on the road against a low K rate team. And we're not just talking low. We're talking low. 12 of the 19 lefties to face the Jays went under their K prop, averaging 3.9 strikeouts a game. Lefties, 9 of the last 10 have gone under against Carlos Rodon. Jessica said Rodon play was something she almost gave in the newsletter this morning. Rodon minus 120 on Hard Rock. Jessica Brand did talk about, right? You had Scherzer in the newsletter today, Jessica, right? Let me see. Yeah. Jessica talks about Max Scherzer in the newsletter today. But Rodon, she said, is her third favorite prop today. Like the under. I always get texts from Jessica likes Mad Max over. I'll read you why. So on the newsletter today, Jessica said, and again, you could always find Jessica's favorite props of the day in the newsletter every day. So Jessica said, Mad Max over 5.5 Ks plus 114. Certainly a sample size to work with. I think this number is way too small. Would make it more 6.2 here. I suspect the Jays will have the roof closed for this game and light rains expected. But if it's open, don't let it concern you. Moderate winds. By something more known, unlike the roof status, pitch mix. Scherzer throws 4 pitches at 10% or higher usage with a 4-seamer, curve, change, and cutter. Against these pitches from righties in 2025, the Yankees have a 21.4 K percentage. I know that doesn't sound high, but in this case it is. It's just outside the top 10 at number 11. For context, the Braves at number 10, they have a 21.6 K percentage. So Jessica says she has to think that they'll want to stretch Scherzer out pretty quickly, both because of age, but also the fact the Jays are contending. They need to know what they have with the guy fast. And I think the Jays, let me look at their bullpen real quick. Yeah, the Jays utilized a bunch of arms in the last 2 days. They used 4 bullpen arms yesterday, 3 the day before, but 1 Paxton Schultz went on the IL. So Mason Flaherty, Braden Fisher threw almost 30 pitches on Saturday. And then yesterday, Nick Sandlin, Yariel Rodriguez, Jeff Hoffman, and Brendan Little threw close to 20 pitches. So maybe they let Mad Max go a little bit because of the pitching and the bullpen. So Jessica likes Mad Max over. Sean says Max is on a pitch limit. He's not the same. 80 pitches. Hey, to each its own. Jessica likes the value on the over. I like the value on Trevor Rogers. I know that this is insane because it's Trevor Rogers and he has sucked for a long time. He's looked better, though. Trevor Rogers just faced the Rangers in his last start. He went 8 innings. He only got 4 Ks. But we're getting plus money to the over, and the book never adjusted any kind of line. It's not like they dropped him to 3.5. That would be fishy. The Rangers have drastic lefty-righty splits. Lefties, 14 of the 19 to face Texas have gone over their K-prop, averaging just under 6 strikeouts a game. 8 of the last 10 lefties to face the Rangers went over 4.5 Ks. Rogers had 1 other start this year against a team with a high K rate against lefties. Rogers had 5 strikeouts in Boston in 6 1/3. I always say this, when something should have happened that didn't happen, like his last start against the Rangers where lefties mostly go over 4.5 Ks, my thought is Rogers should go over the second time around. Like whatever doesn't happen in game 1 should happen in game 2. And the Rangers strike out a lot against lefties. Trevor Rogers has done well, and he's up against Patrick Corbin. So this could just be 2 pitchers who are trying to not be the worst. But the total did drop from 8.5 to 8. So maybe Rogers does have a good game. Another one is George Kirby, under 4.5 Ks. This one I like the least, honestly. He's at home. If he was on the road, it'd be different. But Kirby has faced 3 other low K rate lineups. He had 4 against Washington, 3 against Chicago, and 3 against Minnesota. For the plus money to the under, it could be worth it based on how bad he's been strikeout-wise this year, Kirby. The Royals are averaging 3.9 strikeouts a game against righty starters, 39 unders, 26 overs. 8 of the last 10 went under 4.5 Ks against Kansas City. So George Kirby has some decent value there to the under as well. Jessica said I have him modeled in the 80s for pitch count. Big part of what I do. Sean brings up a super solid point about the Scherzer pitch count. Well, I can't bet it because I don't like betting on guys off the IL. But if you do like it, all the power to you for that value. Did I put Royal Locks in here yet? If anyone else, I know that we do have some rumors going around with some NBA stuff. Let me see. Just before I sign off or anything with Royal Locks, if there's any breaking news. Marley has taken over. Thanks, Florida Buckeye. Yeah, Marley did take over the show. She made me leave. So for anyone that missed me being an idiot, I love that everyone's tweeting at this right now. Whatever. It is what it is. We're all just having a good time. Kirby went under off the IL. Right. And now he's been back. So this could just be too low of a number. I'd like the 5.5 better. Marley is re-signed to a lifetime contract with Ariel's apartment. Marley is now stuck in the crate until further notice. She has to be like a year old. Good value PQ in your plays. Thank you. I hope that at least if we hit 2 of 3, that'd be great. But I like Carlos Rodon. I like Trevor Rogers. I like George Kirby. Small slate, but we got lucky with a lot of plays. Usually it sucks having a short slate like this. But we had a bunch of fishy lines, and we have a bunch of strikeout props. Time to get Marley a brother? Absolutely not.